Well, I'm in Guntersville, Alabama, and this is the second time that I have been to the Oliver Travel Trailer Owners Rally at Lake Guntersville State Park. And it looks like I'm about 18 minutes away. I have a fairly small window. Get there at 2:49, and I'll need to get to the site, unhook, set up, and then get up to the lodge by 4 p.m., which is when the kickoff for the main presentation, I guess. Owners that you can kind of mingle with, and people that I met last year that I'll hook up with. And then they'll have their keynote speech where they'll talk about the company and the trailer and, you know, what they're anticipating for the future and any changes and that sort of thing. So Lake Guntersville is a beautiful place if you've never been here. A really nice little town. I brought the kayak and I will be paddling around a little bit in Lake Guntersville. Haven't decided exactly where I'm going to do that. Probably going to unhook the camper, but I'm going to leave the kayak on the roof. Like I say, I got another 10 miles to go, and I've got my work cut out for me to get everything set up and get up to the lodge. Crossing over the lake here. King Hollow. I guess that's what this is called. Here's some of the presentations by vendors that are going to be here. I want to paddle and hike some. I quickly got the Oliver set up and went up to the lodge for the dinner and presentation. I did not record the speech by Jason Esri, and somehow I lost the videos I made of the room where we had dinner and saw the presentation. I did manage to find this shot from the deck of the lodge. This year was much less eventful, I think, in my opinion, than last year when Oliver first began their dealer network and announced changes to their service department, but this year was relatively calm. Well, I'm at the Lake Guntersville State Park. I just woke up, got up a little early, about 5:45. I'm wanting to get some things sort of organized, and I'm going to head back up to the lodge. I didn't have time yesterday for anything. I got here just in time to, unhook the camper, get set up, and then I headed straight up to the lodge. I was going to record the whole keynote speech, but it turns out there really wasn't one this year like there was last year. Last year they were introducing a lot of things about the change at Oliver, getting dealers, and also the service department. That's been rolled back since then, but they do have dealers now. Talked about a few changes, and they Everybody ate and gave away some door prizes and that sort of thing. But it was good. It was good to meet some of the people I had met from last year, and some new people that I hadn't met. And it was nice to hook up with people. And we sat around and chatted for quite a while after the dinner was over. Anyway, so now I'm able to do something. I'm gonna make some coffee here, and I gotta take Oreo out. She hasn't been able to go out yet, so we'll get that taken care of. This is where I keep my CPAP, right here on the edge of the bed, and I wind up taking it apart and putting it in the overhead compartments just to keep it out of the way, because it's got so many moving parts. 12-volt adapter, the unit itself, the hose, the mask. It's really a pain. We're headed to the lodge. Vendor presentations today. So it was rainy last night. Came and went a little bit, but you can see the number of Olivers that are here. Quite a few. Yep, quite a few Olivers. You can see you have to leave the park and take that road up to the lodge. So you can see the lodge up here, and then here's where I am. There are a lot of deer around here, and there's a sign about not allowing feeding of the deer, and these deer just wander around in the campground. I think they've kind of figured out it's fairly safe here. But coming down it last night, down this hill from the lodge, saw several raccoons crossing the road, and then there were deer. And the deer don't run, you know, they just stand there and look at you. So yeah, that's our that's the campground. I think the first vendor is Gerard, and they're the vendor that makes the awning. And I can't remember the schedule. I think Lithionics, the battery people, are going to be after that. So it'll be interesting. 5 minutes until they're supposed to start, but you know, at least I'm fashionably late. As you climb this hill, you get better and better views. And I'll show you some of the views that you can get up from the lodge. But this is one of the overlooks here. It's pretty cool. So this golf course is really perched on top of the hill. It's pretty popular. They've also got, over on the opposite side, they have these zip lines. There's another overlook. Here's where I think the zip line starts. There's the little office there. And then here's the lodge. Big bald eagle statue over there. It's kind of an eagle theme. Good morning. Back here's the presentations. This is the rainy day view. And it's got the pool down there. Great view of Lake Guntersville. There are eagles up here. I haven't spotted any this trip, but and way down there, if you can see it, is the campground. It's got some grade A real estate.
As far as the outcan though, it's hard to beat an American-made custom-built spring. God bless.
Well, I didn't record anything yesterday. I spent the whole day up at the lodge listening to the vendor presentations. Come here, come on. We're getting ready to go for a little walk, listening to some vendor presentations and that sort of thing. Today there's just some stuff down at the pavilion down there at the other end of the campground. I'm just gonna walk around, I think, a little bit. So yeah, I'm out here on site F38, and this is me, but you can see quite a few Olivers here in the campground. Sitting out under the awning. It looks like it's going to rain. There were a few drops of rain I saw just a minute ago. It's going to be on and off, I think, for most of the day. Sit here and let it kind of blow over a little bit, and then I'm going to take a walk around the campground. Quite a few in just this little section, and then of course over there closer to the lake there are many other. It looks like they may be changing the date for the rally next year, instead of this time, which is May. Instead it looks like it might be in October. I feel a little self-conscious talking to myself here, looking at the camera when all these people are walking around, but they're not paying attention to me in any way. Oreo's in her spot over there, got her set up in her chair. All right, well, it looks like it's not gonna rain here for the next little bit, and we'll go for a walk around Campground. These are some nice kayaks. They have these little cabins too that you can rent. They've adopted me for the rally, I guess. Steve and Scott and Shauna and Deb.
Yep.
So there we go. We're having fun.
We adopted Oreo.
An Oreo, yeah. Oreo's in the
bag.
There you are.
Hey, man.
I was gonna head over to your site. I was gonna ask you, is there a bike trail here close, a bike trail? So last year we had the ice maker on the side.
More Olivers. This is Cleo and Paula up there on the end. Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing okay. I thought I saw you up there. I didn't get a chance to say hello, but it's good to see you. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the best policy. They can't take it away from me once I've recorded it. So. down here at the dog park. Pretty neat. They've got a big dog side and small dog side over here. I think Oreo qualifies for the small dog side. It's kind of pleasant here with these trees. Get some good shade. Nice breeze coming off the lake. So this is the 2026 model of the Legacy Elite. Everybody calls it the one, but it's actually just called the Legacy Elite. There's a nice big window in the back. I think that's different. Mine is a split window that you can, I believe it is. Now I'm confused. This Elite 1 has the battery compartment and the storage in one container or one opening. Furnace. Let's check it out inside, see what it's like. Yep. This is nice. This has got the king, or I guess this is the only bed option for the one, which lower the table down and that's the bed. No pantry. A little bit smaller on the kitchen setup. A smaller overhead compartment up there. And then these are, that's a big one, and then smaller here and here on this side. Oh, there's all the electronics are back here. TV's offset. Pretty cool. This refrigerator. Oh, okay. It's about the same size, I guess, as mine. Different model, different vendor. The bathroom door. Oreo's still back there. Bathroom door. It's rounded at the top. It's fiberglass or plastic, not aluminum like mine. I kind of like that door. Molded sink instead of stainless steel. I'm not sure about the molded sink. Jury is going to be out on that. No storage in here. But some people have made mods to make that section down there be have a door and use it for storage. And this is the closet. Definitely smaller than the Elite 2 closet. Hey.
Are you filming?
I am. Is that okay?
No, you post the YouTube videos, campgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always enjoy those.
Oh, good.
And where's your dog at? Silly question. Silly question. So.
This is the new 26 Elite 2. This one's tricked out pretty well. Has the street side awning up there. I think this one probably has everything they offer as an option in it. And that nice. Oh, okay. So here's a illustration of that double hull design. So yeah, that's really great. You can see how it's done. So you got the fiberglass and the air gap and the Reflectix-like material. Oh, it's probably too close. Yeah, but the air gap there, fiberglass, Reflectix on the inside here. Or I guess this is the outer hull. This is inner hull. So yeah, that's a neat little demonstration of it. Everything else looks similar. This is the pleather upgraded fabric. This is the regular gray fabric here. Twin bed model. Mostly looks the same interior. I think everything is pretty much the same. This is the newer fridge, same basic size. New bathroom door. This has the shower rod option. And composting toilet. And the vent pulls through there and goes out the sewer vent at the roof. So, yeah. Same closet. So yeah, there you go. Doesn't look like I'm really missing out on a whole lot. We'll head back, probably grab something to eat. Bought eggs so I could make bacon and eggs when I got here, and I left the bacon at home. But you know, I have to always leave something. Well, I'm having a little lunch here. Official burritos or not, but so yeah, I've got some of this barbecue meat, and I'm just sort of got some quesadilla cheese on there, and I don't know what you call it. It's not really a burrito, it's not really a quesadilla, it's just a thing, but it's tasty. That's the main thing. Yeah, there was hail earlier. It's coming down. I felt the whole camper shaking, and I still had the awning out about 4 or 5 feet. Rushed out there and let it in. Been coming down pretty good. I think the front has passed. Well, it's still kind of raining, but the power went off here at the campground, and thought it would. Usually, its power will go off and come back on pretty quick, but it has not. So it's Saturday morning here at Lake Guntersville. It is 63 degrees. Come on, babe. Still quite a few people here, but it's raining. Has been raining. Last night the power went out here, and it stayed out for a long time. Didn't come back on until this morning. But even though it's cool and drizzly, we're gonna go out and walk around anyway, just to be doing something. She is such a slow walker. That's a part of the reason why I carry this backpack. Because if I don't, then I just have to creep along. And then she also runs out of steam, so I kind of have to carry her. A rainy, overcast day today. But like I say, I gotta do something. Can't just sit around all day. Just walking down here to the end of the campground area. The road turns to gravel. This is a primitive area over here on the left where you can camp in a tent. And this area to the left here, I believe, is the park employee camping area. Yeah, this is the little trail, and it looks to be flooded. And I've got sandals on. I don't want to get out there in that muck. So I guess we'll just turn around. Maybe do something a little bit later in the afternoon. We're coming up to the creek here, I believe. Nope. This looks like just some cabins. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Sweet Springs. So, yep, this is the bridge across Town Creek. That's Town Creek out there. You can see we're going to be going straight down that way. Well, we're at the boat launch here. It's amazing that there are this many people that are out in their boats on a rainy day fishing. But yeah, so we'll probably, oh, I just see it says no parking. There's this rock on the side of the road, and it's labeled Mabry's Rock of Ages. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. It's not even that big of a rock. I mean, it's a boulder. It's big, you know, maybe 10 feet square. I don't know. But the point is it's not a very impressive rock. I don't know. Maybe it's just been here, and it has some sort of history behind it that I haven't researched. So I'm stopped out here at this, I guess it's called the Beach Pavilion. And I've got a cover for the cockpit up there. But the problem is, and I've got a little emergency cone that I put under there to hold it up so that when it rains, it doesn't pool in there. But it was completely full this morning. I need to put that cone in there. So I'll show you how I do it. I've got this step thing that comes down, and the bar to grab onto. And I can just open the cover like that, and I'll have to step over some of this stuff here to make it in there. Looks like there's move some of this out of the way. And then right down there is my traffic cone that I've been using. Oh, come out of there. So, yeah, kind of got squished. I've been using this traffic cone to hold the cover up. And so what I usually do, you know, I'm sure gonna find me with my head split open on the side of the road somewhere. I just stand up on this edge of the bed here. And then, so here's the cover. And most of the water's out of there, but I need to put that cone in there. There's water in there too. That I should pump out, but I'll do that in the morning. And then getting this back on is tough, especially one-handed, so I'm gonna have to turn off the phone. Okay, so yeah, now the cone is holding it up and it gets the water off so I don't have to pump it out otherwise. So try not to die here. So that's it. That's how I get up there. And of course my rollers on the kayak in the back, and then I use this suction cup device on the back glass, and it just lets me roll it right down and swing it around and put it on the tailgate. Weighs about 50 pounds. So yeah, it's a bit muddy. Or I would look for a hike. It's a bit rainy, or I go for a boat paddle. So I'm kind of running out of things to do. I guess I'll head back to the camper. It could use some cleaning and housekeeping. So we'll do that. Well, it is Sunday morning. It's pretty cool out. It's like 50 or low 50s. I actually turned on the heater here this morning as I'm padding around. All right, we're out. I shouldn't say we, it's just me. Oreo is stuck in the camper. Looks pretty windy out there on the main lake. I'm on my way to the boat launch at Ford Creek, and you know, hopefully the weather will be okay. It's actually pretty good temperature wise. I think there's going to be a high around 63, so that's good. All right, well, there's a lot of folks up there on the road, but I am at the boat rental. It's part of the park. There's the truck back up there. We're gonna go ahead and get out onto the water. I'm just about ready. All right, well, here I am out on the town creek that feeds into Lake Guntersville, and the water is very high. It's right up to what looks like the high water mark along the shore. Little bit of wind, hopefully won't be too bad, but should be fun. We'll see. Spotted a bald eagle carrying a fish, but of course I couldn't get my phone out in time to take a picture of it. But yeah, so that way is back towards the launch, and then I'm headed that way A review I read said there were rock walls along the sides. I do see rocks, but I haven't seen any like solid walls. That might make it tough to disembark the boat. Okay, the gusts are picking up here, going into a headwind. Let's see, I've been 1.5 miles so far, and sort of settling into the groove, reminded of that I am out of shape, but I'm not in a hurry, and you know, I can take my time. It's 11:45 now. And you can see the rock walls along the shore there. I've taken off my glasses. I really only need them for close-up for reading, and give myself my eyes a little break here. It's quiet out here. I hear the wind in the trees, but I'm not hearing much of anything else. You know, there's I think this is a good location for eagles. I think they have some elevation here in these trees, and then can swoop down into the water. I can't quite make out. Oh, there it is. Well, we've been 3.5 miles now. A lot of these lily pads, or whatever they are, floating around in this area. I've seen them in several places along the river, along the creek. I got this jerky at the camp store at the campground. It's pretty tasty. Tennessee brown bag teriyaki flavor. There's an Impromptu Pot Luck back at the campground starting at 5. It's almost 1 now, so not sure if I'll make it back for that, but I'll go over there after I get back. I should be back to the truck by then. Yep, starting to get into the part of the creek where it narrows down. You can see those rocks way up on the cliff up there. It's pretty cool. To give you a feel for the current here, we are in a flood warning. Pretty neat. I think I'm getting close to as far as I can go. You can see the white water right around the bend there. And the current is moving along pretty good. All right, I have done my relieving of myself, and I have put a new battery in the GoPro. So if I can get myself off of this beach, we'll head over to the other side. I'll stay on this side, not quite as strong against the bank. Oh, there's a kayaker. Hey, how's it going?
Good day for crafts of all sorts.
It is. Howdy. Let's see if I can hop out. The only thing in there was my jerky. Hey, hey. Hi. Okay. Wow. Oh yeah, there are a ton of people here doing the whitewater. I think probably 5 or 6 people passed me. You can see them down that way. Okay. So there's a campsite here, it looks like. It's a fire ring. And wow. I don't think this is I think this is mostly because it's flooding. But all this is here. I think that's the main river over there. But yeah, it's moving. Yep, the water is definitely moving. And this is definitely the end of the road for me. Well, it's the end of the line here. That is whitewater. I'm not going to be able to go any further. But, you know, I'm glad I came down here and was able to make it as far as I could go. So, looks like 5.6 miles. So, 11 something by the time we get back. But I should have some decent current going here, at least for a little while. And then hopefully the wind won't be too bad. All right, well, I had a snack and took some pictures. Really irritates me. I brought the drone and I saw, you know, while I was there, I thought, okay, I'm going to fly the drone. And when I started it up, it told me I had to log in. And I've got no signal out here. How can I log in? That is very irritating. Something that a drone, you have to log in. So, meaning, I guess, that you can't fly where you can't get a signal. You know, it would let me fly, but it would only let me go, I think, 50 meters high and 30 meters distance. So, you know, hardly any distance at all. I wanted to fly up that creek and, you know, see more of the whitewater. But thanks, DJI. I'm about halfway back, I guess, from where I turned around. But yeah, I'm ready to get there. But I think I've been out maybe, I don't know, 3.5 hours, something like that, maybe. It's definitely getting to be much more overcast. No more sun. Well, there's a light sprinkle of rain. I hope it doesn't start pouring. The skies are pretty dark, but well, you know, worst case is I'll get wet. Game warden over there. They stopped and chatted with me when I was at the far end there.
I appreciate y'all. Sir, y'all.
Oh, I am tired. The game warden has been puttering along pretty much in sight of me the whole time since I saw him. You know, they've been stopping at different boats along the creek and I guess checking them for fishing licenses and life jackets. But I feel like, you know, as slow as they're going, they could have just given me a tow. But I am almost back. There you can see, maybe you can see the bridge. And it's just on this side of the bridge that I put in, so not too much longer to go.
Yeah, they were on the back of the bike. Yeah. Yeah, we got that. We call it the wagon.
Well, I am leaving Lake Guntersville Campground. Got everything buttoned up. Said goodbye to some folks. And headed back to Birmingham. Great time. Other than the rain, spent a couple of days just sort of holed up in the camper. Not the whole day, the evening. There was one day that was almost completely rain all day. I enjoyed my kayak trip down Town Creek, and have to explore other areas when I come back next time. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will look forward to sharing my next adventure with you. Thanks for watching.